announced the United States and India have agreed the new trade deal after the prolonged tariff tensions in the last 1 year. The US President Donald Trump has announced on his Twitter that tariffs on Indian goods will be cut effective immediately in the last day. India has reportedly agreed to increase the purchase of the US products, including energy and other products. Actually, it would be very serious implication for the India as well and US as well. So, as per the Washington Post and Reuters, the trade deal has been signed. The US tariffs on Indian imports have been reduced to nearby 18%. Earlier, reciprocal tariff was 25% and above. When the combined with the additional duties were issued, the like Russian oil, Indian exports face the effective duties as has uh, means so much high up to the 50%, and it was a punitive uh, tariffs on Indians, and that was removed and it was declared by the US. And the today the share market of India has welcomed this news and these trade deals. So India agreed to significantly reduce or the half of the purchase of the Russian oil, shifting energy sourcing towards the US and possibly the other supplies like Venezuela. So India is expected to the lower its tariffs and the barriers on the US goods in some reports potentially to 0%. Actually, India is going to reduce it's up to the 0%. So India is especially the mentioning the up to the $500 billion world trade deal is there, and it was confirmed by the ministers of the finance and commerce minister yesterday. So why this happened for months prior to the US deal? US India had So why this happened for months prior to the US deal? India and the US trade relation had been strained due to the high tariffs imposed by the US on the Indian exports last year. So business standard disputes over the every sourcing, especially the India's purchase of the discounted Russian oil. So India has been purchasing the Russian oil. So the ongoing negotiation and stall talks over the broader markets access. So business standard, the deal is framed as a reset of the economic relation and step towards the easing tariff tensions, because the huge kind of the tariff tension was there. Economic and market impact would be there. Indian stock exchange market reacted strongly today. The major indices like the Nifty 50 and Sensex rose sharply after the announcement, and Indian rupees was also strengthened today, the reflecting the improved investment sentiment here. So export sector also will have the impact, such as textiles, pharmaceuticals, engineering goods, and gems and jewelries are expected to the benefit from the lower duties. But in the long term, if you see, actually, if you see, our America is wanting to have the open market for their goods, especially agricultural products. So government and industry views has different. Indian officials and business leaders welcome the deal as a positive for the trade relation with the relation and as well as exporter also. So political opposition, some oppositions leader criticize the deal, they calling it the concession and risk to the farmers, especially the agriculture imports has been one of the key issue to discuss here this week, because America wanted to open, Indian government to open the market for their dairy products, apples and other biotechnology or modified products. So but government actually, Piyush Goyal, the commerce minister is saying that actually government is taking not this or agriculture product are being excluded from the list. So Indian ministry also is confirming this news, but actually we will talk in details after the having the details. So agriculture, steels and GM food is still to be clarified. Actually the clarification are yet to come from the government. So what is this means going forward? The short-term relief for the Indian exporters here due to the lower tariffs, strong economic ties and possible deep cooperation across the energy, technology and industry. So domestic debates is in India on the impact of the farmers, especially it is point of the discussion here. The local industries could continue as the details become public. If you so overall this deal would be the very hectic for overall the people